What would happen if you took 6 duck hunters from 6 different parts of the country and put them in a spot that they've never hunted before? That's what myself and 5 other YouTubers have decided to find out. We've picked a part of the country that has a lot of public ground that none of us have ever stepped foot on to see who can be the most successful at hunting a new spot. Now, to make this a little more interesting, we've decided to randomly draw into 3 teams of 2 and also turn it into a little bit of a friendly competition, because competition makes everything more fun. Now, there are no real rules for this competition other than you get 1 day to scout and 2 days to hunt, and whoever has the most points at the end of 2 days wins. Now, the point system we are using to keep score for this competition is through the app Freelance Hunt Stats. If you haven't checked that out, be sure and go check it out. It's a great way to keep up with your hunt data. It's kind of like a mobile app to journal your hunts. But on that note, it's not really about the competition. For me, this is a learning experience, how a guy like me from Arkansas will hunt at a spot versus a guy from Virginia or a person from Nebraska. I think there's going to be a lot to learn here, because this is the life of a public land hunter. You find a new place to hunt and you go try to figure it out. So come along with me, let's draw teams and get this thing started.
So we got to pick teams for this weekend. Figure the easiest way to do that would be to draw shells out of a bag. We got 3 different color shells, 2 of each. Whoever draws the same color shell, they're going to be on the team. Quick and simple. So who wants to go first?
Age before beauty. Am I showing it or hiding it?
Showing it.
Blue.
Red.
Oh,
Red.
Thomas, let's go. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Cheers. All right. We're taking birds into 10
All
yards
right,
here.
man, let's go, dude. All right, so Jake and Thomas, Aiden and Jordan, and Matt.
Yeah, we are going to be the dogless group.
That's okay.
And I'm the younger one, so I'll be the dog.
Well, me and Thomas Drew, our first time meeting, first time hunting together, and we're just pouring over Onyx right now, trying to get a game plan together for in the morning. In the morning is the first scout day. Thomas has already found some really good looking juicy stuff.
Southern and eastern side guys, we know how to find the birds. I mean,
The non-central flyway guys is about to show them how to duck hunt, I think.
yeah, I think I've probably just found one of the best holes in the entire area. So
We gotta be kind of quiet because we got
yeah, those suckers over there scheming.
Yeah.
Looks like I messed the coyote hunt up. Look at these freaking oozers. Get out of here. Freaking oozer. We have found them, buddy. This is what we've been looking for. There's ducks falling in constantly. Big congregation of ducks. Well, this is definitely the most promising thing I've seen all day. There's mallards, pintails, honkers, literally everything out here. How are you feeling about Smar?
I'm feeling pretty good.
That's good.
Feeling pretty good.
I feel like there's been a lot of smoke blown today.
Yeah.
I think we might be able to get 2 days out of this area.
You think we're gonna bang them? Or?
I think it's going to be boom or bust. I have a feeling. I'd give us like 70-30 odds. I think 30% skunk, 70% we're going to walk out of there with a strap of big ducks. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's pretty much how I feel about it. It's either gonna be really good or we're gonna be scrambling and trying to get somewhere else pretty quick. But we have a couple options, so.
Yeah. We're in a really good position. I think we have 3 very solid options and a couple others that are kind of
Yeah.
But we got 3 really solid options for 2 days, which can't complain about that given the drought conditions.
Thomas came in clutch. He got us a private land spot that's going to be a good second day option. And then I found a good A spot for in the morning, and he's got a couple other good B spots if we have to make an adjustment. But
Yep.
it's going to be tough, that's for sure. No doubt about it. But
The non-central flyway boys are showing them how it's done already.
it's going to.
You haven't put a single bird on the strap.
No, but Jordan texted me today. He said he's pulling for us. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
I think it's a roost. Otherwise, we'd be hearing them by now. Woo!
We made it.
That wasn't bad at all.
No, it wasn't.
Easy walk.
We have made it out to the spot, and we're about to find out if it's going to be too muddy or not. These ducks were sitting here, and it looked like they're going to be really, really hard to get to. So there's boot tracks out here where somebody else was trying to get after them too. So it's about to be the moment of truth. Well, it's not too bad so far. And there's feathers everywhere. Lots of feathers.
I think there's a lot of duck sign here. We just gotta pick where to set up now. Kind of caught between 2 minds at the moment, so we're doing some walking around, but there's a plethora of duck and goose tracks everywhere, feathers everywhere. Hide's gonna be the hardest part of this hunt, for sure. There's no natural hide out here. I mean, it's a mud flat, so.
Yeah, it's barren.
Luckily we got layout blinds. We got to figure out where is the best place to put them. This is not a bad option at all, I don't think. Unless we see something really good at the other spot, I think this would be a good spot. We got enough decoys to traffic them. There's birds here, not the biggest congregation, but.
Yeah, kind of what's got us tripped up is there was 2 congregations of birds, and the bigger one was probably 100 yards over.
Yep.
And also the wind is not perfect for here if they want it over there.
Yep. Right here out front.
Single coming in. No. That's what I was afraid of right there. You gonna take him?
It's a good bonus. I don't know. Were there a lot of pintails in here?
A lot of something white. I couldn't tell if they were pintails or shovelers.
Watch him, he might die. I knocked a crap load of feathers out of him on that second shot.
I mean, he wanted to come.
He wanted, but he couldn't get in. Watch him, he might die. I smoked him on the second shot.
Is this a drake right here?
You got 3 on the left, like doing it. Oh my gosh, geese right here. Speckle bellies. Holy. Oh my gosh. I've never shot a speck before. They were gonna do it. They say in the mojos, I bet.
Yeah, they were coming. Well, it's been an absolute struggle so far. We hadn't got a single duck yet, and they're just weary of us. We're not sure if it's the layouts or what it is, but we're about to start trying a few different things. Bombing hard.
Freaking hen.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do it.
Killed this greenhead.
We're
Right out front.
Nice shot, Thomas.
Thank you.
Let's go, son.
Heck yeah.
Come on. It has been a freaking day.
Struggle fest to the max. Layout blinds are not working. I think the only way you hide on one of these mud flats is to dig in jet sleds and then put a piece of plywood over the top of you and just heap mud on top of yourself. But we finally just got a greenhead to sort of do it. I mean, he was landing in our hole out there at 30, 35. So
He was definitely the best one all morning.
but I don't think there's anything we can do to improve our hide. The only thing I'm thinking is like we can go get a bunch of driftwood and pile it on top of ourselves, but that doesn't look natural. There's no driftwood out here, so.
We left our main spread over there. That's where we started this morning, and then we came back because the birds were really wanting more in this skim water. The decoys are barely even float out there, so we got 3 spinners and 6 or 7 decoys. We've had a ton of birds working us all morning long, just lots of birds, and that's why we've stuck with it. I mean, we'll get waves of just 100 mallards working us, pintails, but we just cannot make them do it. Here's one right here.
We gotta kill him here. Everything else is good. We might have to take a far shot on here, but this is gonna be our last chance.
Try it. You got him. Thomas just got a widgeon, Drake widgeon. We actually just got checked by the game warden. I didn't want to film them. I mean, that makes some of them uncomfortable, and you just want to be respectful. But Thomas has got 3. I ain't killed any. I hadn't shot but just once or twice this morning. I hadn't liked a lot of these shots, but we're having to take what we can get. It's almost 1 o'clock. We've been at it all morning, but we're chipping away.
Don't sail ducks on mud flats, or just own a dog. Nice old con top though.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
Another young bird. Good shot. Heck yeah.
Finally.
She did it.
She did it. Young Drake, 5 points.
Best decoy of the day, I'd say, right there.
Absolutely the best decoy of the day. I think we're at 16. Hayden and them had 10 last we heard. They were like 30 points.
We did hear him shoot a couple times since then, though.
Yeah, we did. Whether they hit or not, it's hard to tell with Aiden, but we think Elliot and Matt limited out. We're not sure exactly what all they had, so we know we're in last right now, but
we're sticking it out.
We're sticking it out. We get a few more greenheads, we'll be right back in the game because we got a pretty ace in the hole spot for in the morning. So
yep,
things could definitely turn back in our favor.
That was encouraging. First bird all day that heard the call, saw the spinners, and came straight down the pipe. Every other bird, literally every single other bird we've seen today has worked the decoys and not really worked them very well.
Now, granted, it was definitely a first-year hatch.
Yeah,
greenhead.
we'll take them.
But it's almost 3 o'clock. We've been out here all day long, so that lets you know how the days went for us. But
luckily, we packed snacks and drinks. So.
Yeah, we're gonna hang with it and just keep chipping away. The good thing is ducks have been flying literally all day. We've had very few dry spells. Mm-hmm. We've seen a ton of ducks today.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to
probably
capitalize.
killed 1 duck for every 1,000 we've seen.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Real good shot. I didn't ring you, did I?
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah, it is a gadwall hen.
I can see that wing patch from here.
Whew.
That's 3 points versus 2 points, so.
A gadwall hen's 3. Elliot and them were at 24 points. They only killed 8.
Wow.
Aiden and them, I just got the update. Aiden said they had 40. He said he wasn't sure on a couple birds what they're worth. This is our setup here. My layout was brand new before today, and it has been destroyed.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah.
It took all day, but oh man. Let's see that. Let me see that. This is what hunting in the mud will do for you.
Show them the back of it. That's the good part.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a sloppy day,
Yeah.
to say the least. Everything I own is covered in.
Kill it, that's a pintail.
I can't, it's to the right. From the right. How'd your day go, bud?
Well, not as good as planned, but we did end up with 24 points, but not as good as we expected it to go. They all came in 5-10 minutes before shooting time, and then when shooting time hit, it got a little slow. Well, we found a little cattail hole that is just, I mean, really, really hidden. I mean, how far do you think that all those cattails, that whole section extends a good mile?
Yeah.
And there's a tiny little hole. I mean, we basically got lucky even to find it, and we kicked about 70 birds out of it, and sweet little place off all by itself. You know, it was a fun hunt, but
So you're either in second or third, we're not quite sure.
I'm pretty sure we're in third. We determined it was a hen. Yeah, so we're at 24.
24. What's the plan for in the morning?
We don't really have that great of options, so I think we're just gonna go back to the same place and hope it's a little better. Yeah.
Well, Jordan, I know you had to carry your team. How'd it go?
Better than I expected. Way, way better.
See, Jordan and Aiden actually are in the lead today.
They stole our spot.
They stole our
See,
spot.
we didn't go to where y'all went because we saw how nasty the mud was. We used our head and we're like, we're gonna go over here.
What I think you done is you ran the birds up out of our spot, and then they went down there.
Well, you can think whatever you want, but it ain't true.
Okay.
If you pick up all the shells, there's no evidence. We had the option of a lake that had 1,000 birds on it, or another spot that had 8 teal.
So that was an easy mistake.
That was the strategy right there. Like, let's try numbers.
Gotcha.
We had 4 mallards. I shot 6 birds, 5 species. So I had a gadwall, a teal, a spoonie,
That's why I thought y'all.
a widgeon, and 2 mallards.
Yeah, that's all.
So-
5 species and 6 birds.
I mean, Aiden gave me crap because I passed up on a mallard and shot a spoonie instead.
Yeah.
But I had a good shot on that spoonie.
Yeah, it turns out Jordan and Aiden were actually right down the lake from where we were, so we were both hunting the same water, really the same birds. But we had a lot of birds that wouldn't mess with us. They had a few birds that did mess with them, and that's what matters.
That was the difference.
That's what matters. So, how many points did y'all score?
46?
Yeah, 46 points.
46.
So they're in the lead with 46. Y'all got 24, and I think we got like 26. We're gonna have to do some thinking. We're a little tired. Like I said though, this isn't really about the competition. We're just doing it as a friendly thing. We're really more learning. Where do you rank today's hunt on the worst hunts of your life?
I wouldn't say worst hunts. Like, it was enjoyable still. I learned a lot.
Let me rephrase that. Toughest hunt.
Toughest hunts is number 1. Yeah, the combination of hunting all day, that super thick mud, and the fact that we couldn't get birds to work, plus a long walk in and out, yeah, definitely the toughest hunt ever.
How many hours were we out there?
About 16 in total, so.
16.
Yep, that was fun. I mean, it actually was fun. It just, I don't know. At the end there, it was, I felt like I was dragging a good bit, so. Sounds like fun.
Absolutely, yeah. Thomas carried us today, absolutely. My shooting was off, my calling was off. I mean, we wouldn't have got probably half of what we got had you not been.
Yeah.
We had to shoot him a little further than we wanted.
Yeah.
Mouth calling.
No.
We
That was
did.
your problem.
I was just barking on that DRC rev and they were turning like on a dime. It was actually really cool. And then they'd come over us and say, no, that's a layout blind. I'm not going to go into that.